The metaverse has the potential to radically change how we work. But how exactly a 3D internet, the shorthand description of the metaverse, will transform work environments is not yet known. This is partly because the technology required to fundamentally transform workflows is not fully realized, and in part because it's unclear how customers will use the metaverse. Proponents argue that done right, the virtual worlds of the metaverse will increase teleworker camaraderie, improve collaboration, speed up training, reduce the need for office space, and make work a happier place in general. At least that's the promise in pitches like this demo from social media mogul Mark Zuckerberg, whose rebranding of Facebook into Meta in late 2021 galvanized business interest in a concept that is simultaneously not new and does not yet exist. In today's video, we are going to show you how will Metaverse impact our future. Without further ado, let's begin. Simulating co-presence. Company employees are increasingly separated from each other, working at home or in different offices. We've all come to realize that co-presence, the feeling of being in the same room as someone, has so many benefits in terms of communication, engagement, morale, team culture, and more, Hawkins said. New metaverse experiences could emulate the social interactions we are used to experiencing in live meetings and events. Enabling technology could run the gamut from spatial audio to help place individuals in a virtual room to new ways of arranging people at larger meetings on a 2D screen to immersive 3D virtual reality experiences. The ability of the metaverse to provide experiences that can be as collaborative and socially satisfying as in-person interactions will enable companies to create workforces that are incredibly distributed and diverse, enhancing teamwork and collaboration. New metaverse experiences might also make collaboration even better than in the real world. In-person ideation generally involves whiteboards, post-it notes, and large screen monitors. What if there are boundaryless 3D collaboration tools in the metaverse, and the team could transport themselves to the Louvre Museum for inspiration? If working remotely in the metaverse provides both increased productivity and better collaboration, today's office model gets totally upended. Matterport, a tech company whose 3D modeling software digitally replicates physical spaces, has been developing digital twin workflows that let employees collaborate, learn, and engage remotely. For example, architects can virtually collaborate with clients on remodeling ideas to make faster decisions, and retailers can virtually collaborate on different store layouts to discover problems or opportunities sooner. All of this has the power to help organizations realize significant cost and time savings, said Steve Lombardi, Vice President of Communications and Business Affairs at Matterport. Fostering a company culture. Hollerbach said his team began experimenting with new metaverse tools to address the tedium of staring and talking at a screen with little to no opportunities to interact with others. He has found this helpful for team-building exercises, company events, and employee training. It presents an entirely new way for people to connect socially, he said. Instead of feeling separated from your colleagues by hundreds of miles, you are brought into the same environment. Plus, people are intrigued by what the metaverse has to offer, Hollerbach said. Assessing operations. The metaverse could also make it easier for executives to visit a factory, distribution center, or construction site on the other side of the city or the world, letting them assess the current state of things, simulate the impact of changes, and collaborate with far-flung employees to solve problems. They'll be able to see and touch its machines, shake hands with a local supervisor, and inspect its operations without leaving their desk, enabling fast learning. The metaverse could also enhance skills and training methods. The metaverse will permit interactive gameplay and simulations for learning. Employees could learn to operate a machine as if in real life, or practice a sales presentation for a big-money client. To cite just two examples, said Daniel Folman, CEO and co-founder at Mindbreeze, a knowledge management platform. Onboarding reimagined. Diana predicts that mixed reality and metaverse training and onboarding sessions will become the norm across companies in the coming years. The metaverse will allow us to completely reimagine the onboarding experience, not simply extend today's in-person onboarding to a virtual world, he said. Rather than reading another document or video about the history of a company, New employees could meet the founder or visit the job site. The metaverse could also help hires create social connections with their new teams, improving safety. Metaverse onboarding could also reduce risks for first responders, hospital emergency personnel, and military personnel. Dangerous and stressful situations can be simulated in a way that prepares these workers for real-life situations without putting them in real danger, and eventually at a much lower cost, reducing office costs. The broader adoption of metaverse platforms could increase employee engagement irrespective of where they are. This will help savvy enterprises attract needed talent without worrying about the physical offices, said Yugal Joshi, partner at Everest Group, an advisory firm. Challenges of moving work to the metaverse. The metaverse will not be a slam dunk for many organizations, or even a success story for some of the top use cases described above. Making a splashy entrance is one thing. Getting traction in the metaverse will require sorting out issues like ergonomics, security, and workflows, among other challenges. Metaverse fatigue. A recent German study found extensive ergonomic issues when translating desk-based tasks into VR for a week. 2 participants out of 16 had to drop out due to simulator sickness, while the others suffered reduced performance, eye strain, and frustration. However, there was some evidence that participants gradually overcame initial discomfort. We have heard of Zoom fatigue during the initial shift to remote. We may see metaverse fatigue unless superior user experiences are guaranteed, diminished diversity and inclusiveness. Creating an equal opportunity, diverse and inclusive environment is challenging enough in the physical world, Joshi said. He is concerned that the metaverse could impede progress if it is not used correctly. There are already examples of sexual abuse and harassment of avatars of women in the metaverse, he said. In addition, many of today's relatively simple applications are not always accessible to people with disabilities, and the metaverse will be more complex. Accessing metaverse platforms may also require expensive hardware that some people cannot afford. Even now, employees who lack strong broadband can miss out on team activities, security, and privacy threats. Enterprises will also need to address new security threats and privacy issues in the metaverse. Augmented reality, mixed reality, and VR technologies capture rich biometric data, facial features, and unique gestures. If not secured, these could be used to steal identities and even create invasive deepfakes, Diana said. Integrating AR and VR into workflows. Nguyen said enterprises must also work out the kinks of incorporating AR and VR tools into workflows to complement existing tools. Getting our arms around the metaverse will quite literally be difficult. The metaverse is not a place or a thing that you can physically hold. So guys, let me know your thoughts down in the comments section below. Give this video a thumbs up for more interesting content. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more awesome content. Have a nice day, and I will see you in the next video.